Hello and welcome back, it's Carindel here from the Third Age Reforged development team. Haven't made a video in a few weeks. I've been on holiday throughout the summer and busy making some models. What we're going to be doing here today is this helmet taken from this concept image above, and the helmet itself has taken me a few hours to make, so we're not going to have the video that long. We're going to do it kind of like Blue Peter style. Here's one I made earlier, and I'll just be going through little bits and then showing you how it should look like in the stages of how I made it. So let's get into it. First we use this human model here just to scale, and to make our helmet shape we normally pull up a UV sphere. We drag it over. It's a bit big at the moment, so we'll scale that down, bring that up. You might be able to see on the right hand side some of the stages already of how I've already made them. The helmet. So we'll bring that up to the head, like so. And we're going to bring up edit mode, face select, then change our viewport into wireframe so now we can see through the whole thing. Press A and C. We use C to start selecting along our cursor. X to delete faces. C again. We start selecting more and more faces. Select this row now. And the row we want to be left with is probably the bottom one, so we'll select the top one here. X to delete faces. Back into solid mode and we're left with this. So now we'll just scale that along the head. Slightly, and that's going to be our shape in which we're going to base our helmet off. So normally now we go into edge select, E to extrude, use Alt right click to select the whole edge loop, E to extrude again, S to scale, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, S to scale. We go vertically as well, but we normally have to start, should we leave that like that, scaling it along the y-axis and bringing it a bit further backwards because of the shape of the head. Make it a little bit bigger and then puff it out at the end. And do one more. Like so. Then after a bit of adjustment with the shaping, we'll get something that looks like this. Now this is the shape we're left with here. A little bit sticking out at the back. Just scale that slightly so it's not overlapping with the face. And what we're going to do from here is go back into edit mode, face select, and just start deleting faces from the front. And try to give ourselves, just drag that over slightly, like so. Basic face shape starting to come together. What we're also going to do, you can edge select, start bringing down this area. Just create a little bit of a shape to the helmet. Again, needs to be a slight bit over. Create 2 edge loops here. I want to come down like so. I'm just raising a little bit of a nose bridge armor feature. And now you see we have something that looks like this. If we go into edit mode here, it's all on one side. So what we've done is we've modelled this one wing on this side, on the left side, and we've applied a mirror modifier on it. So we had both sides, and we basically deleted all the section on the left hand side that was just this bit here. We deleted it, went into object mode, and we applied a mirror modifier, and then that enabled this side there. So we deleted all the left hand side, and we were left with this one wing on the side. Applied the mirror modifier, and now we actually are going to apply it by selecting apply here. And now when we go into edit mode, we can start joining just these middle bits here. Go into object mode, and that is one whole object now. There's no modifier, and you can see this is the mask. Basically it's like a mask of how we've done it, and that basically means that both sides are exactly the same now, because we added a mirror modifier. We didn't have to go around manually trying to make both sides similar. Blender has made both sides exactly the same for us, which is nice and easy. And from here on out, we want to make the helmet a bit larger. We want to make it a bit longer. So we're going to select everything, S to scale on the Z axis, bring this up. Then the eyes aren't quite right either. So again, we'll bring it up a little bit more, and that's too much. So go to here, bring these sections up a little bit. Just manually trying to fix these. Until we have nothing coming through. Because if you have sections like this, the textures from the object below are going to start popping through. We'll bring everything out like that, so it looks all similar. We want to start adjusting the eye. Needs a little bit down. Oh. We want to change the eyesight slightly on these. They're quite wide at the moment. Maybe bring these a little bit out more. And then when we're done, we're going to look like have a model which looks slightly like this. So what we've done here, we've shaped the eyes slightly, brought up the nose bridge a little bit, We started to shape the jawline, and we're starting to get this little arcing feature. So it starts going up a bit high towards the midsection of the helmet, and then starts dipping down low, like we see here, where it goes up around the midsection and it dips to its lowest point right around the back, which is what we got down there. And our next section we want to be doing is the brush on the top. So what we want to do for that is get our face select up, but as we see, it goes further to the back of the brush than it does the front. So we're only going to bring up these first two here, but on the other side we'll bring up a couple more, maybe even the next set of faces, like so. And what we'll do, E to extrude on with the Z axis, now come up like so. And because of this circle in the middle we haven't filled in yet, it's got this gap, and it's also got the skinny bit here where each of the like slices of pizza, it looks like, have come skinny in the middle. But what we're going to do is we're going to make this normally a separate object, so we can start dealing with it away from the model itself. Not that one. This is create a separate object. You've seen from my other videos, press P, selection, now it's his own object. So now we can move this freely away from the model, and we can even edit it away from the model if we need to. What we do is we start scaling these out, these vertices, pull them apart. Then what we want to do is start scaling them in like so, but we can press Alt and M and they'll join up at the centre. But we won't do that just yet, because we have to also remember to do the bottom ones as well. So we'll bring these out, scale it along the X axis to bring it out like so. So we'll join the bottom ones first here, and we continue pressing Alt M to join up all of these. And then once we've joined them all together, we'll do the last couple really quick. Like so, and scale them a little bit more, make it a little bit better. And then to create the brush on the top, we do exactly the same thing as we did before. We select all the objects on the top, E to extrude along the Z axis, make it a little bit wider, and then grab all of this, P, selection, and now that's its own separate object as well. So what we can do, we can start dragging that away, and dragging that away. But obviously these two are going to be different colours to each other of how they're textured as well, so they need to be separate objects. And the helmet's going to be obviously separate to both of them as well. And we'll get something once we shape these a little bit, because we're going to have to bring this brush all the way down like in the photo. So with the brush along the head, we're going to get something that looks like this. So pulled it over from my here's one I've done earlier. See the brush is coming all the way down, got the armour on the helmet, and there's still separate objects, we can pull them away. There's that little gap in between, but that's okay because you can't see it through there at all. And what the next section of the model we'll do, pull that all over slightly, is the wings on the side. So how we'll do this is we'll select the helmet, go into edit mode, and we'll start selecting all these pieces around the outside of the helmet, the inside of the helmet, of the face, and we'll press P by selection, and we'll make that into a separate object like so. So now we're going to do it like it's a mask. We'll actually select all of these sides here. So we'll go 2 layers in, so it's more like a mask. It's more equal. So now we can pull that away, and there's the gap section. And from there, what we'll start doing is E to extrude, and then start moving these around to create the wings. And all these vertices are going to be in difficult places, so we have to start dragging them all by hand individually. And you see they're cutting into the helmet model itself, so we have to start dragging them all out as well, making sure that they're separate from the helmet model, and they're also in a straight line. And we keep doing this. Like so. And maybe that's a bit... no, these aren't far forward enough. And this bit was probably the longest bit of the model, because once I do this side, I have to then go and replicate on the other side. So we keep bringing it up, and what we want it to do is just carry on going straight after we've got it like so. And we'll start scaling it a little bit as well, because it's not that thick at the end, it starts getting a bit skinnier as we go along. So we'll start scaling it along the Z axis, but still bringing it up. Scaling it along the Z axis, making sure the rotation's straight as well, making sure that this bit down here looks a bit straight, and at the moment it doesn't. So what we want to do is just manually move all the vertices to how we want them, like so. Get a bit more of a straighter line, like that. And now this is almost our finished model here. There's still a few more details left to go, and then the textures to apply. It kind of looks like the bat mask, like Batman. But we've got all our different sections here. Got the brush on top, the little brush holder, the helmet itself which pops out, and that's just the basic helmet shape there. It's nothing too complicated. All the details are coming from the mask. And what we're going to do is show you another couple helmets that we have in the works. We have this helmet, which is taken from this concept art here, which is work in progress currently. I have to fix up these brushes all on top, but again we're going for the same mask concept, so we'll move them over. And the helmet is just that shape. And it's the mask which is giving us the details. And we don't have any eye holes on this model. We're using the gap between the mask and the helmet to create the eye hole. So it's just going to be a small slit, maybe a little bit higher, maybe something like that, so they can see a little bit better, and then bring that up a little bit. Just more eye height. These are going to be probably a high tier unit, guard units, and that's also going to be for the Linden Elves. We also have another one, which is a low tier helmet. It's going to be for very basic elves, and we also have some low tier shoulders as well. The shoulders are going to be for lightly armoured elven units, so they're just going to have like leather straps attached to a belt, leather straps around the back, and not really much chest armour, I don't think, if any at all. Maybe we'll put like a cloak or a robe going down, and they'll just have the leather straps going over with the light shoulder armour here, and like a light helmet like such. And the last thing to do as a preview, we have not available in here, so we'll have a look. My documents. It is a new troll unit, which is going to be for the orcs of Mordor. So we'll highlight that just so it's easier to see. But yes, we again, it's got a lightly armoured troll, but it's going to be a drummer unit, and they're going to act as captains within units, just raising the morale of orcs, as orcs are easy to break. They don't have the same stubbornness, I guess, of dwarves and elves. They're not prepared to fight for the death. If they see the tides of battle turning against them, they're much easier to rout. If their general dies, they're much easier to rout, mass rout. So we're bringing in a couple troll drummers along just to keep raising the morale of the orcs. And the trolls themselves won't have extra stats. They should have the same stats as the rest of the unit, so they won't be any harder to kill. Then they won't be like having proper trolls like Olakai and stuff in the unit. They'll just have captain stats as the general in that specific unit, specific unit. So that's a model incoming, possibly for the 0.92 patch. Guru-Chan I think will be texturing this shortly for that patch, which should hopefully be out within maybe 3 to 4 weeks possibly. And we're just adding in a few more units in there, patching a few different things. Obviously we have feedback from the community within the Discord about what things need buffing, what things need nerfing, what things work well, which things don't work, and that's why we have these patches coming out. So hopefully we'll see some new units in that patch as well, which will be cool, including this one here. That's been the end of the video. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please just remember to subscribe to the official Reforged YouTube channel, and join the Discord if you haven't already, and check out the ModDB. We have around over 200,000 views on ModDB now. We're getting about almost 1,000 a day, which is good. And we're sitting at about rank 17 on the mods, but obviously we want to be pushing a lot higher, especially for when 1.0 comes out, so check that out. Thank you for watching. I'm Karen Dole. Goodbye.